Hello, everyone. So glad you could join us tonight. Tonight, we're talking about ruling the new year like a boss because we truly are in control of our health and our fitness and nutrition, and the decisions that we make every day affect that. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Let me share my screen. Okay, we're at the end of the. Here we go. So, ruling the new year like a boss. So, we are going to be the boss as we start the new year. There are no guarantees in life, right? But research shows that if we invest in ourselves now, it pays off in the future. And that's what we're doing. Kim and I always say, do the work now, and your future self will thank you. So you can build more confidence by sticking with the program and just doing things, those little things every day. Consistency is the key to help you say goodbye to yo-yo dieting for the rest of your life. I mean, 10 years ago, that's what I did. I said goodbye to yo-yo dieting, and I've not ever looked back. And I am a person that was on every diet you can imagine. You name it, I had tried it. But I just had finally had enough and was ready to take control and be the boss of my health and nutrition. Because we know that what we do today affects our tomorrow and our future. I wanted to hit on resistance training just a little bit, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit more further on in the presentation. But why do we need resistance training? We need it for strong bones and a strong core. So as we age, some people will suffer from what's called sarcopenia. And that's a condition where you have a gradual loss of muscle mass, strength, and function. It's a common age-related decline that it significantly impacts your mobility, quality of life, and overall health. So that is not going to be any of us by choice because we're going to face the year and the future with confidence and build muscles and our bones so that so that we're strong and healthy. And I'll take questions at the end. So if you have any questions at the end, we could go over that. Okay, so our diets are going to include healthy food, um, whole food plant-based options. Our macros are generally based at 50-30-20, meaning 50% carb, 30% protein, and 20% fat. But that is adjusted and tweaked as needed on an individual basis. So, whole food plant-based options include starting with protein, and that consists of legumes, tofu, and tempeh. And then our carbs, which consist of whole grains, potatoes, beans, and vegetables. Healthy fats, which are our nuts, seeds, and avocados. And we are going to prepare our pantries. We need to throw out any remaining junk or processed food that's left behind from celebrating the wonderful holidays. It has been the holiday season, but this is going to set us up for success. So throw it out, get rid of it. There's no place for it anymore because we're moving forward and taking control at the new year. And remember what Dr. Lyle says that we've talked about previously. Sometimes you have to work on your environment more than you do yourself. So we need to prepare and set up our environment for success. Okay, so strength training, but why? So, strength training offers us a wide range of health benefits, including, I'm going to read off this list of all of the things that strength training offers us: increased muscle strength and tone, improved body bone density, which we all know is very important as your body ages, better balance and coordination, weight management, reduced risk of chronic disease like diabetes, heart disease, and pain management, enhanced functional ability for daily activities, joint health, improved cardiovascular health, and potential improvements in mental health by reducing stress and depression symptoms. So I say enough said. Is there anyone who doesn't need all of these improvements, or at least some of them? And a bonus to resistance strength training is that your increased muscle strength, it will it increases not only increases muscle strength and tone, but it burns calories, more calories while you're at rest. So once you start building up those muscles, even at rest, you're still burning calories and more calories because you have increased muscle. We're also focusing on cardiovascular fitness and why is it important? And I know people either love it or you hate it, but let's talk about some of the benefits of cardiovascular fitness. So it strengthens the heart and lungs. It reduces the risk of heart disease, stroke, and high blood pressure, and it improves blood flow and circulation. It helps with weight management. It burns calories and increases our metabolism, and it helps control body weight and reduces the risk of obesity. It gives us increased energy levels. So it improves endurance and stamina and makes daily activities easier and less tiring. Like if have to walk up flights of stairs. If you are training for cardiovascular fitness, well, those activities such as stair climbing are going to be much easier. So it also can help reduce stress and anxiety because it releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters, and it promotes relaxation and improves coping mechanisms. So I don't know, I just know in the past for me, it always seemed to help me if I would go out on just a light run or light jog. It would always help me with my stress and anxiety. Okay, moving on. We want to be active, so we're going to go for 7,500 to 10,000 steps per day. And if you're not there yet, please don't worry about it. Like, don't think that tomorrow you have to get up and go out and walk 10,000 steps. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that start where you're at and then build a little bit each week. So if you're walking 250 steps per day right now, go for 300 this week. I mean, just do small incremental increases until you get to 7,500 or 10,000 because it will make a huge difference in your overall fitness. So, times to consider getting in those steps first thing in the morning. It's good to get out and see the sunshine. It's good for your circadian rhythm. And then just take steps throughout the day, small walks. Like sometimes after lunch, I'll just get up and take a walk around the block just to get things moving because it's good to walk after meals. It really helps regulate your glucose. So I'm not saying that you have to, get up in the morning and go out and take 10,000 steps. You can do it throughout the day, but just aim for 7,500 to 10,000 steps. Okay. Another thing that we talk about a lot is adequate sleep, and it's essential for our overall health. For physical health, here are some of the benefits. For cell repair and growth while we sleep. Sleep is when the body repairs cells, tissues, and muscles. It also strengthens the immune system, helping to fight infections. So, very important. It also restores energy. Have you noticed that when you have poor sleep or you don't get a lot of sleep, how you feel very fatigued and sluggish throughout the day? So, when you're sleeping, it's an energy restoration for your body. It helps regulate your hormones and It's good for cardiovascular health. So, quality sleep supports your heart health by reducing inflammation and lowering blood pressure, reducing the risk of heart disease. All very important. Okay, it also plays a crucial role in mental functioning. So, while you're sleeping, your memory is consolidated. So during sleep, memories are processed and consolidated. This helps improve learning, problem solving, and memory retention. It also helps you with focus and concentration throughout the day. So it helps with decision making, critical thinking. And if you have a lack of sleep, it impairs these abilities, leading to mistakes and poor judgment. Long-term effects include reduced risk of chronic diseases. Poor sleep is associated with long-term health risk, such as diabetes, obesity, and high blood pressure. Longevity studies suggest that people who consistently get adequate sleep tend to live longer and enjoy a higher quality of life. So I would say adequate sleep is something that is important. So, going into the new year, you just know that you're in control, like a boss. So, in order to be that way, we're going to set achievable goals, and that includes having an overall goal and short steps to get there. So, we're not going to be like setting unrealistic goals like, I'm going to lose 10 pounds in the first week. Like, you need to have patience and know that it may take, it took time for us to get into the position that we're in now. So it will take time for us to gain our health. But it's a good thing because you're doing it slowly and building great habits that you can sustain for life. I want you to follow and track your nutrition. And I know this can be such a pain for some people, but um, it's important because you can't get where you're going if you don't have a plan to get there. Like, if it is when you are actually tracking your nutrition, you'll be amazed at how much you're actually taking in. Because if you're just taking a bite here or a bite there and not, top of mind, you can really consume many more calories than what is on your plan. So, and as you do it over a period of time, you really learn, what you can do and what you can't do. So it's not like for a lifetime. It's just until you gain the knowledge and experience to where you can make the decisions. It's an eye-opening experience if you will do it. We already talked about the importance of incorporating regular exercise and sticking to the plan. So I'm not saying perfectly, but to the best of your ability. None of us are perfect, but we're doing it to the best of our ability. We're going to we already talked about how the importance of prioritizing sleep. So that makes our list as well. And you can just learn from the previous slide how adequate sleep affects you physically, mentally, and, long term, like your longevity. So, very important. And I don't think that um, all the science is just coming out about the importance of sleep and um, how it affects our overall health on a daily basis. But now I want to talk about, we're also going to manage stress because stress is a really big component of good health, and it can have a major effect on your weight and just your overall health. So it can have a detrimental effect on our overall health and weight if we don't have practices in place to control it or to deal with it. So I think, first of all, it's really important to have an awareness for triggers to know, like, if you are a stress eater and you get into a situation that you're starting to feel stressed, so you want to go and browse the kitchen, you probably do it mindlessly. So I think being mindful and having a plan in place for whatever your stress situation is. Just say, okay, I'm aware that this is happening. I have an awareness now of what I'm doing. So instead of going that path, I'm going to take this path. Maybe I'll go out and go for a walk, or I'll call a friend, or I'll message my coach. Because if you just break the train of thought and divert your attention elsewhere and can do it for a few minutes, then that feeling will go away. So it's very important, to have a top of mind and awareness of your stress and the triggers. We're going to hydrate properly. We haven't talked about this a lot, but that's also very important. And if this is something that you struggle with, I highly recommend that you prep your water in the morning, set it on the counter, on your desk, wherever you'll be spending the majority of your day, or that you walk by and you see it, so that it too is top of mind and you can get in your hydration throughout the day. And if you struggle with drinking just plain water, then make it fancy water with putting some lemon slices or cucumber or, you know, herbs, whatever you enjoy. Just change it daily, make it flavorful, something that you enjoy. Something I did that, and it's such a just a small tweak, but it really does work for me. I was trying to stop drinking so much water out of plastic bottles because it's not good for my health and it's not good for the environment. So I bought a cold little thermos type bottle from Target, and I started putting ice in it, which I hadn't done that before. And now I like really enjoy it. And it just surprises me because it's just such a small little tweak, just something so little to do that can make such a big difference. Okay, so my last thing that I want to say about this, about being in control like a boss for the new year, is I want you to show yourself grace and celebrate your small steps. It's going to take time to reach your overall goals, but I want you to be patient because we're in it for the long haul. Your body will thank you in the end. So you need to show yourself some love and not be so hard on yourself. And like we always say, if you really blow it on a meal, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Learn from it and win the next meal. So, my last words of wisdom are I want you to change your words of I have to do this to I get to do this. Because if you think about it, we're very blessed to be in a state of health, that we have a choice, that we can change our health and nutrition by making healthier choices. We're all in the position that we can still, improve our fitness, and we have the ability to improve our nutrition. So count your blessings and change I have to do this to I get to do this. And I think we're going to have a great year and see a great difference. And I'm really excited about what 2025 is going to bring for each and every one of us. So let me stop this share and ask if anyone has any questions.
Kelly, this is Kim. If I love the idea for the water because I do struggle with my hydration sometimes, and I can see it immediately in the way I feel, in the way that just in my overall actions. Because in my travels, I've been breaking all of my fingernails, and I feel like it's because first the cold weather, but two the lack of hydration on my part. So I love the idea. First of all, I love the water. but I like the idea of putting the cucumbers in and things like that because I think it does make a difference. And I like that you call it fancy.
Well, and then, when you're dehydrated, you can mistake that for hunger as well. And so it's very important to keep our bodies hydrated because, if you can feel hungry, but your body's not really hungry. You're just dehydrated and you're not drinking your water. So it's very important to do that. All of the steps that we talked about today are so important. And I just want all of us to be successful and we can do this. And you just have to set your mind to it and take those small steps every day. And that consistency is what's going to get us there. So please, please, if you have questions or need help, I want you to message us because that's what we're here for. We're here to help you be successful and answer any questions that you may have in order to get you where you want to be. So, we want to help you accomplish your goals, and it makes us just as excited as you when you do so. So, please reach out if you have questions or, just need help with something. If you're struggling with something someday, whether it's an exercise or something on your meal plan or you're feeling stressed about something and you just need to talk to somebody, please reach out. That's what we're here for. If no one has anything else, Kim, did you have something to add?
No, I was just going to thank you because I think that all of these things are so important and we do have a choice and we are worth it. And it's a struggle. We didn't get here overnight and we're not going to fix it overnight. But if we put one foot in front of the other, we're going to get there. We just got to stay focused and know what our goal is.
Totally. Totally. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, well, I guess that's really all that I had for tonight. So, if no one has any other questions, we'll end the call now and we'll see you all next week. And we'll go back to Tuesday at 6 and reach out during the week if you have any questions or need help with anything. And Happy New Year, everybody.